The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. From the Cubs Corner, I am Ryan Yanishatis, and it's time to focus. And today we're focusing on the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls started the second half of the season just a few days, middle of last week, a week ago today, in New York against the Knicks. Let's get into that one. Bulls played a really close game at Madison Square Garden, but when you're going up against Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, it's not going to be easy, and it wasn't. They lose of a final of 113 to 111. Karl Anthony Towns, 32-18 with 32 points, 18 rebounds, 16 defensive rebounds. And then Josh Giddey had a very good game as well. 27 points with 16 rebounds. The Bulls had multiple opportunities to tie the game or to take the lead. Brunson got the ball to tie it up. He was able to make the shot. He's a very special guy and definitely brought hope back, and especially when they got Karl Anthony Towns as well. So a lot of hope there for the New York Knicks to go deep, have a deep run into the playoffs. So they lose that one. That was on Thursday, not Wednesday. And then on the 22nd, on Saturday, Phoenix Suns come to town, and all Durant, Booker, and Beal do. And Beal possibly could be getting traded. Same with Kevin Durant. I mean, the trade deadline's over now, but these are guys that I'm not sure if they're going to be back there. But the Suns do win 121 to 117. Kobe White got taken out of the game for a second. He was back in, but Ayo Dosunmu's out. So, I mean, right now, you look at the Chicago Bulls team, they continue to struggle. Both these teams came in with losing streaks. The Bulls, I believe, now have a 6-game losing streak going back to the first half. If you look back to the first half, let's see here, trying to take a look real quick. The last win was against Miami. They lost to Minnesota, they lost to Golden State, they lost to Detroit twice, they lost to the Knicks, and then the Suns. So they have lost, as of this taping, five games in a row, or 6 games in a row, and that's obviously not what you want. And they still hold that last spot, but it's going to be key where that last spot is in the play-in, because the team that they're facing, the Philadelphia 76ers, they face them on Monday, and then tonight they'll be home to face the Clippers, and then Friday home against Toronto. And then they will be off until Sunday when they have an afternoon game, 4 p.m. start against the Indiana Pacers. So that is the way this week looks out. So I think it's a big game that they played on Monday. We don't have a recap of that. We'll talk about that one next week against Philly. Because if they lose to Philly, odds are, because I think they lost one recently to the Sixers, then they're not probably going to get into the playoffs. And this team don't deserve to be in the playoffs. They're not an embarrassment. They're a young team. They're looking to rebuild. But again, the reason why they didn't trade Vooch and why they didn't trade Kobe White is because they want to aim for that last spot, which is embarrassing. You don't want to. If that's the bar you are trying to raise, if that's the bar you want to get to, then that's not how we do it in Chicago. We want championships. And I mean, I know I haven't been able to enjoy one. I've seen some Eastern Conference Finals with Derrick Rose against LeBron. But I just want to see good basketball. I want to see him play past the play-in tournament. I went into this season thinking they were going to have a better record than last year, and I got egg on my face because that is not happening. So bad basketball by the Bulls. We'll see how they'll do. They lose to the Knicks. They lose to the Suns. They're at Philly. They were on Monday. Tonight they're home against the Clippers on Wednesday, and then Toronto home on Friday. And then we're already into March. And then they will be at Indiana, who was weren't they in the conference finals last year? And that'll be a 4 o'clock start. So that is your stretch for the time for the Bulls. So that's that, and hopefully we'll see this team progression. It's fun to see some of the young guys play, though. Not gonna lie. So if that's the future. Got to get to know these guys because it looks like that's what it's gonna be for the Chicago Bulls. Comment below your thoughts on where this Bulls team is headed, how this week has been. Also, don't forget to like the video if you made it this far and subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Every Monday through Friday, we're focusing on Chicago sports. I am Ryan Yanishatis from the Hello Chicago Network, and we're the focus of Chicago sports.